Biomimicry is a very fascinating field. Velcro, waterproof paints, swimming suits, aeroplanes, and shape of bullet train. All these were inspired by nature. Today we are meeting Neeraj, founder of Riteways Enviro Private Limited, to check out their biomimic sewage treatment plant, which sounds cool, and when you hear more about it from him, it's insanely awesome.
Life needs oxygen, whether it is life on earth or land or life in water. On earth or on land, oxygen availability is in plenty, and that's why you have so much of biodiversity on the land. But in the water, there is limited supply of oxygen, and it's a very delicate kind of a system. So when we produce sewage, sewage has very little amount of oxygen left in it. And when this sewage mixes with the rivers or lakes, it pulls out the oxygen from that environment, stressing those ecosystems. So it's very important when we talk about sewage treatment. One of the most important things is that how much of oxygen are we going to add on to the water that we leave out. Our waste becomes the food for another life form, and their waste gets consumed by plant growth. It's a very simple process. Here we have the raw sewage is pumped into a buffer tank, because here we do not have a gravity flow. So we use a very small 1 HP cutter pump to pump the sewage to 7-8 feet high, and from here it flows by gravity. The sewage is percolating down these modules. In these modules we have created soil layers that has all the bacterial cultures that we need to bioconvert. These bacteria are able to further break down the waste and convert it into a form which can be picked up by the plant. The plants that you see are called Canna indica, and these belong to the family of reeds. These plants actually leave out from their roots active oxygen, the oxygen that mingles directly into the water, it gets dissolved in the water. As you can see, the amount of plant growth that is happening here. The same Canna indica, when we put into the soil or land, would take, it would grow very slowly. But here you can see it just shoots up. And the beauty of this plant is that you put one plant and several others will come out without spending any money on this. So there's been a huge overgrowth of the shoots. Similarly, there's a huge growth of roots in the soil mass, and the larger the roots or the denser the roots, higher is the oxygen availability of the water. So whatever oxygen that gets used up by the bacterial activity is consumed, the remaining goes along with the water. So as a result, we would produce the water that comes out of this system, which would be very high or very rich in dissolved oxygen. And as you can see, this system is sitting on a rooftop. You can put them in any array that you want. You could put it along the boundary wall, and you could put it in restricted spaces. Each box can treat from 3,000 liters to 5,000 liters of sewage, and the quality of treated water is very high. We call this as rejuWATER because we believe that we are able to rejuvenate the water. When we talk about rejuvenate the water, we mean that the water that comes out of these STPs can hold back life again.
Wasn't it awesome? For more such videos, please subscribe to The Buffer Show.